Welcome to Cannabis School. I'm your host, Jesse Angeles.
And I'm Brandon Elder.
And we're here to talk to you about everything pertaining to cannabis, from vape,
flower,
edibles,
strains,
and everything in between.
So let me ask you, do you like breakfast in bed?
No, I hate breakfast in bed. Why would you want to get that shit in your bed?
Yeah, I don't know either. I really don't get that.
People don't get that. And here's the thing too. It's depending upon the type of food you eat for breakfast, right? Cereal. Do you like cereal?
No, not really.
Every once in a while, mini wheats. I've been on a kick with mini wheats lately.
Oh, I can dig those.
They're good.
Sometimes.
Right? Just a little bit of sugar to make you think you're being healthy, right? But man, I got to tell you, there's something about when it's made from scratch. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's always better when it's made from scratch. But...
Biscuits are good from scratch.
Oh, yeah. Waffles? I love waffles.
But you know what, dude? Above all, the best thing that never goes out of style is delicious, fluffy pancakes.
See, I'd rather have waffles than pancakes any day.
Well, I'll tell you, if we're going to do the rock, paper, scissor thing today, you're going to lose, brother, because today's strain is...
It is pancakes.
Pancakes. Yeah. Pancakes. I think of, what's his name? Matty Matterson or something like that. He's like a Canadian cook. And he's like tatted up everywhere. And he sounds really nasally. He's funny as hell. But he's all pancakes. Making pancakes. Pancakes. Making pancakes. Like he said it. So now I have got that in my head every time I make fresh, from scratch pancakes. I will not eat box.
Just wouldn't be the same.
Well, that's not totally true, but... Got it. So with pancakes today, we've had a lot of fun with this strain. And I know we say this all the time, but dare I say, it's like one of my favorite kind of go-tos right now, depending on the feeling I want.
I actually have loved this strain on its own, or pairing it with other strains has been fantastic as well.
Yeah, and that makes sense too, because seeing the different pairings with pancakes and actually thinking like, there's something that we tried, right? We tried blueberry pancakes, mixing blueberry and pancakes, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that is like a full stoned feeling.
Totally.
Like a whole body kind of enveloping.
I imagined that my eyelids were really red because they were squinting so hard, but not on their, not because I had to, but because blueberry pancakes made me.
Yeah, it was quite the experience.
Oh, yeah.
And this morning was wedding pie and pancakes, so kind of like a little Canadian breakfast there.
Yeah, there you go, right? We'll just call that the mud flapper.
The mud flapper.
I don't know why.
So yeah, pancakes is surprising. The THC is really low to like mid 20s.
Yeah, but the effects are more on the sativa side, which is odd because you feel it in the body, but you also feel very clear.
It has a lot of prevalent terpenes. It has beta-carotene, limonene, and beta-myrcene as well.
Wow.
So really widespread from there. It's one of the cookies brands.
Oh yeah, that's
breeds. Right. Yeah. Coming from Kush Mints and London Pound Cake.
And
I actually just have been rocking through a Kush Mints, and it's been fantastic.
Really?
And we just went through the Lemon Pound Cake, so yeah. I'm sure that London Pound Cake we'll have to find.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll have to definitely, and even then, we're going to be able to you'll hear one from Lemon Pound Cake, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I really like the strain. It's very confusing if you read what's on the tin, and meaning that when you see indica, typically you think, all right, I'm going to be all right. And even on a sativa side, you know exactly what you're going to get. I'm going to get uplifted. But this strain is very strange for me because if you have just enough, and this is definitely one of those strains, even though the THC is lower, it's actually more relaxing and kind of dumb stoner stuff compare if you smoke too much of this. What's been your experience?
My experience with pancakes has been very focused, energetic, kind of like a slight elevated feeling, kind of boost my mood, took away any like mental issues or stresses or things going on at the time, and just kind of made it ease away.
Yeah. No, I did get that. The one thing I didn't get though, and it's not as true or prevalent for all sativa strains. You're not going to always get these boosts of creativity in there, but this is definitely on more of the relaxing sativa side, right? Mm-hmm. This is a daytime thing. You got a project going on. Maybe you're volunteering, you're performing all your civic duties or your court responsibilities, right? You're doing community service, right? And so if you're doing that, this would be that kind of strain where it's not like high productivity sativa strain, but it's definitely like, I'm not going to let anything bug me today.
Yeah, it's a very calm and relaxed state kind of sativa through there.
Yeah.
The most common feels are focused, uplifted, energetic. Arousal was one of the biggest responses on there. But yeah, very calm, creative, like relaxed, kind of happy.
And for me, I mean, maybe it was different for you, but whenever I was able to smoke, and I've only had this in flower, it didn't have that sweetness that I thought was going to be there. Yeah. Kind of a scent.
In the scent, like I got more peppery and like spicy herbs kind of. There's a little hint of sweetness in there.
Yeah, but that's usually at the first.
Mm-hmm. But when you smoke it, that's where I got the flavors of maple, was on the exhale. A light buttery, very smooth though.
Aunt Jemima.
Yeah. Yeah, some Miss Buttersworth.
Yeah.
Just pouring it all over. But no, it was weird because I expected more of it on the smell. I didn't really get...
Yeah, I do remember that. On the exhale, you will get this slight sweet, and that's usually with the first, few hits that you take from it. But man, it is a really relaxing. Now, when combined with other strains, it does like today, right before we got on this recording, you mixed some of the wedding pie and that together. Wow.
Yeah, it pairs super nice with actually every strain that I've tried it with so far.
Yeah, indicas, hybrids are really good, or a double sativa strain would be a lot of fun. So that makes sense. And one of the great effects that we've had from it is cottonmouth is almost non-existent.
Yeah, I don't have terrible cottonmouth.
And I don't have the munchies. As a matter of fact, I'm not even in the mood to go get some food. And typically with sativa strains, especially high THC sativa strains, I get the munchies.
Yeah, I don't have the munchies at all either.
Mm-mm.
It's really nice.
Yeah, matter of fact, I wouldn't pair this with any food.
Mm-mm. No, do it all on its own.
Matter of fact, this is a good diet strain.
I'll have a Diet Coke and a Diet Pancakes and wedding pie.
Isn't that what people would say, like CBD or diet weed? Well, and that's the thing too. Even with CBD, I got to tell you, when you think about sweet, I think about like those Mons Pura gummies.
The pink lemonade flavor ones.
Those ones are tasty. And they're not tasty like, oh man, I could eat a whole bowl full of these. Like, no. Like, what was the thing that you had said that is so unique about these gummies?
Oh, there's so much about it. I mean, with the flavor, I think it really is. There's no sugar, there's nothing. It tastes very clean. But the biggest thing is it's made from MCT.
That's cool. And you can tell the quality on there. One of the great things about their gummies is that it's not coated with any type of citric acid or extra sugars. It is really good. Easy to be able to get your dose of CBD every single day. I think you can have up to 4 pieces a day, but I mean...
Each one's 33 milligrams, so yeah.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's great for being on the go.
Mm-hmm.
Like I keep it in my car when I forgot, and I know when I forget.
I take them every day.
Yeah, I cannot forget to take my CBD. I noticed even this weekend, I told you I was way off on when I was working out in the garage, and I just didn't know what was going on. And my wife's like, well, did you take your CBD? I was like, I didn't want to go all the way upstairs to get my dropper, but I did know that I left my gummies in the kitchen. So I was able to grab that. And I felt a little frisky. I popped 2 of them. And it's just awesome. It's a great way to relax and just kind of unwind. Plus, it really helps out with the pain.
Yeah, it takes the sharpness out of my back. So it really just takes those like sharp pains and aches and just makes them a little less sharp, just makes them more mild. So
yeah, so if you're out there and you are having some sharp pains, some dull aches,
or arthritis,
or you're just kind of in a shitty mood, go ahead down there into the
in the show notes.
Yeah, go down the show notes and being able to find the link over there to the Cannabis School Mons Pura website and go check out those gummies.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Super awesome. So yeah, anyways, that was total side. The pancakes, I'm expecting the sweetness over there, and it's a little bit, but oh my gosh, I'm blown away by the clarity with this strain.
This one is actually used by a lot of like musicians and artists.
Yeah,
because it helps with the artistic creation and yeah,
dude.
So it's used for like anxiety, depression, fatigue, inflammation, and stress. But yeah, super commonly used by artists and musicians.
That makes a lot of sense. And one thing I haven't tried lately is I need to do that. I've got some writing that I need to get done today. And I didn't think about that. I should have been puffing on pancakes. Puffing on pancakes.
That's his remix.
Yeah, there's a remix there. But it's just an all-around really good strain. And I mean, you don't even necessarily have to just take our word for it. So let me, wait a minute, is this sativa or is this an indica?
It depends on where you look.
Yeah, I know. That's a crazy thing.
Some show it as an indica-leaning hybrid. Some show it as a sativa-leaning hybrid. Either way, it's still a hybrid, but from the feeling, I still think it's a sativa-leaning hybrid.
Yeah, I believe so too, even though, like, going to this review, clear head, calm, relax, indica without moochies. Enough sativa uplifting effect to do things, but not extreme physical tasks. Yup, I agree. Strain connoisseurs will love this strain just for the culture of the medical effects parameters. Stoner. I will defo buy it again. They described everything that we had just described. It's exactly that. Like, this is a strain where you don't want to do a bunch of physical tasks.
Yeah, it's a very chatty one, though.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, very conversational.
That's not good for Jesse. Especially if you're like, hey, we're going to go to this thing and it's only 2 hours long. 4 hours later. Yeah, I only need a half hour longer and we'll finally talk about everything 3 hours later. All right, those ones are great, but this is, even going on that side, look, if you're feeling down and it's hard to be social, this is a great way. So think about that for your friends that are out there that are maybe dealing with harder times than normal, or maybe their self-esteem is just right in the crapper.
Or maybe they just struggle with being social a little.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how many of those, you bring them around a big group of friends and they just clam up.
Oh, yeah.
They're just, I'm just going to sit back here.
Freeze. But if you could have a little bit of pancakes and just, ease the mind and kind of relax the body.
Yeah.
Make it a lot easier to open up and just kind of just chat.
So with your next group sesh, I would suggest, maybe Brandon would as well, suggest being able to put this into your bowl for having everybody take a pull off that, or 2. I would recommend 3 to 4.
Yeah, definitely 3 to 4 bowls is what I would recommend. Yeah.
Well, I was saying 3 to 4 hits, but bowl.
But
nothing would be done.
I don't know. You might get a lot of stuff done. Just depends.
Yeah. So on that note, this, if you were going to pair it with food, now I was going to say pancakes, but you really can't.
I just don't have the munchies. Like,
No.
I really wouldn't feel like eating much of them. The moochies. Yeah. Might have paired it with something else before writing.
You know what? That's actually a good. That's a verb. And what moochies is your friend that comes with you when you get stoned and he never brings his wallet. The moochies. You got a case of the moochies?
The case of the moochies. Bring your wallet, friends.
Bring your wallet. Well, you know what? That's not how we roll, right? We was just like, I got you. No worries.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
You just keep smoking anyway.
That's what Christ would do. WWJD, he'll pay for his friend.
Bring me 10 fishes and everyone will get stoned.
There you go. That's the exact verse.
It was Brandon 420. Yeah,
Moochies.
Yeah. It was beautiful. Well, thanks for tuning in today, guys and ladies and everyone. We'll
hey, and for everybody who has been helping us out over there on Patreon, we are super grateful. We are so grateful. You have no idea how that touches us. We're doing stuff that
deeply touches us.
That Brandon does deeply touch himself when he thinks about these Patreon members. If you have a chance to be able to be a Patreon member, we'd appreciate it.
Help us get to 420 supporters.
Yeah, we're trying to get to that. And so, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to say thank you. So cool. We feel really special. We get these cool messages on Instagram.
Mom says I'm special.
Your mom has always said you're special. She says, bless your heart. And if you're from the South, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bless your heart, right?
And with that, we'll catch y'all next week.
Bye-bye.